Listen, I have an idea.
It's how I feel when you make lemonade. Whatever today has given you. 5'11" headaches, still call it Thanksgiving. True.
Welcome to another edition of the Super Duper Podcast. I'm your host, Rob Briggs, here with the super producer, Ez McMahon.
Yes. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, man?
I'm good, my man. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm hanging in there.
Yeah. Wow. Just all right. Okay. Well,
Just all right, man. We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Well, thank you for checking out the Super Duper Podcast. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on our socials. What socials? All socials. I'm sleepy, y'all. At Super Duper Pod, SUPADUPAPOD. What up, Sarah? And online at hp53productions.com for our herch. We are internationally known and locally respected. And also on the website, you can find additional content such as the Father Good podcast on our own as and with the Easy Smoke and GM podcast. So the reason Ez is so down today, and the reason he's not his normal self, is because you haven't listened to their pod. You've heard allude to this on pod. We are Chicago Bears fans, as being the biggest Chicago Bears fan I know. Again, I mentioned on the pod before, I will never, ever, never watch the Super Bowl with him if the Bears are in it. Just won't do it. Our friendship means too much to me because I'm just not gonna go. But the Bears traded away Justin Fields. So listen, if you come to the pod for music, entertainment, silliness, we're gonna have that, but you gotta let us clear out for like 4 or 5 minutes.
Not even that long. We'll
condense it. Clear out for a second, because I haven't had a chance. Ez had a chance to vent. I have not. But they have traded Justin Fields for a bag of chips and a bus pass. Okay, man. So
not even.
I mean, it's like, okay, before Ez is going to give you a clear, very sports thought out point. I was going to be a real emotional fan. My thing is, why not just draft? If you got to draft Caleb Williams, just keep Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get anything like extra for it. You know what I'm saying? You got both of them in the house. If Justin gets balls out, you still got him. If Caleb balls out, now you know for sure. And you didn't like Burn, you see what I'm saying? Burn a Justin Fields pick. Like, I don't see why that could just feel like that. Like they had to get him out of town. It happens all the time to people where it's like, hey, we got to get somebody else to do this job.
We live in a very soft society now.
And also,
that's what
I think, and it's less about football. And again, I think they just didn't want to pay Justin in a year. It's like you had a whole nother year to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? You could have traded him for a bag of chips next year. So it's just none of this made sense. I got a really good feeling, even though he ended up playing with Russ Wilson. I think he's going to have a great career somewhere.
So here's the deal. All right, they didn't have to trade him. They could have brought him in. They could have brought him in camp. There's two scenarios here. They could have brought him into camp, made it an open competition. Right. If Caleb Williams is the draft pick, right? They could have made an open competition. Best man wins. That's an option. All right. What they were scared of, though, is all of the ancillary madness that comes with having two quarterbacks. Every day, during practice, if one of them throws an interception, well, aren't you going to go to Caleb or aren't you going to go to Justin?
That's the game out.
And they didn't want to put the new draft pick through all this. All right.
Whoa.
That's part of it. All right.
Whoa.
All right. But you could have waited. You could have even waited, kept him around. Injuries are going to occur in the league, and then that would have driven up Justin's stock if you really wanted to trade him.
That's what I'm saying. You could have got more value out of him. Yeah.
The money issue. They actually do have to. I think it's May 14th is the date. They have to decide. They would have to decide if they were going to take his fifth year pick up the fifth year option. Mm-hmm. All right. So basically, they didn't want to make that decision.
But
at
the
this
fifth year
point.
was what? It's not like crazy money. It's not the 20, 30 million.
It's 20, no, it's 20, it's like 23 million. I think 23 and a half,
What is
23
this?
and a half.
What is he making now?
This year he's on the books for
Oh,
for 6 million. So it really the money this year is nothing.
yeah.
It's the fifth year that they're worried about. And if you take the fifth year, that's 23 million. But let's say you say no to it and Justin goes out and tears it up, then you got to
I got
pay
man.
the real deal,
Yeah, yeah.
which will be upwards of 30, 35 million
So
per
that's what
year.
I want to ask this question. Didn't Mitch Trubisky get a fifth year? He played 5 years with us, right? Or
No,
was it
they
4?
didn't pick
They
up. They
let him
didn't
go
pick up.
after 5.
Yeah, they
Okay,
let him go
okay,
after the
okay,
fourth year. They didn't pick up the fifth year.
okay.
So yeah, that's where we were. They made the trade. Now, in regards to the Bears, they actually did right by Justin. They sent him to a team that he wanted to go to.
JT face. Do you even think you want to go to the Steelers for real?
That's what they said. That's what he asked for.
Okay.
That was
I
one
guess
of the
Mike
teams he
Tomlin.
asked for.
Okay.
So, which is not it's not a bad move for him.
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. I think he'll do well. I really think
Yeah,
he'll do
yeah,
very, very well. And
yeah.
listen, I'm gonna give me Justin Fields jersey. I said that on record. I said it on here. I'm getting a Justin Fields jersey. He's going to do well somewhere. And it's like I think just as a Bears fan, right? It's like, all right, we got a dynamic guy, right? We don't usually get a dynamic guy now. I'll eat crow because sidebar, I've been eating crow lately because I watched the Taylor Swift concert on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Kind of buzzing.
It was nice.
I was sitting there like, I was downloading a bunch of songs on Apple Music, like, Taylor, my bad. I
Okay.
apologize
All
from
right.
the heart. So, if in 6 months I'm like Caleb Williams, sorry, that is your brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with the fingernail polish, but hey,
No, in
man,
regards to Caleb is nice.
yeah,
Caleb, you watch the tape on him. Caleb can play. He had one bad game in his college career at Notre Dame this past season where he had 3 interceptions.
yeah,
But I mean he played on a mediocre football team.
and did well.
And they averaged almost 40 points a game.
Yeah,
USC did. They just gave up 50 points a game
yeah.
every week. So, that's not his fault. So he's gonna be nice. My issue was I think the faster way to being a sustained successful team was through Justin. That's the
Yeah.
fastest way. Now you go back to the rookie, you got to
It's
wait for
tough.
him to develop
Yeah.
because he's a rookie and you can't expect him to be all world in year one.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's on
So
CJ Stroud. Yeah.
yeah, I mean that happens, but CJ Stroud went to a team that was in just a terrible division.
Yeah.
And
Everything worked well. We
things
got
worked out. Yeah, you don't know what's
got
gonna happen
Jordan
this year.
Love. We got Detroit. We got to
Yeah,
worry
you got
about.
the Bears are probably
Man,
in the second toughest division in the league.
don't it? And that's already
Detroit's
so bad.
good. Minnesota, though they have a quarterback issue, the rest of their team is pretty stacked. Green Bay is Green Bay. And the Bears, I mean, man, the Bears, have done some good things. Last week they traded for Keenan Allen. Um, they picked up a new tight end. They got DeAndre Swift in the backfield now. So the Bears offense is looking really formidable, and the defense played well last season. So
Yeah.
so
They
yeah,
did.
it's gonna be
So
interesting. It's gonna be an interesting time here. So we'll see what happens here.
so I do want to go back to this point because I wasn't gonna bring it up, but it fit like the Taylor Swift thing, like for real. I watched the concert. I was like, yeah, I gotta admit to everybody, I was talking too much trash because I was in there enthralled, bruh. And I realized I never heard her talk before. You know what I'm saying? When she started talking, I was like, that's how her voice sound? Didn't know. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think I've ever heard her talk.
Never heard her talk. And she
Yeah.
talking the whole concert, and it was like a gang of people. And she was doing just looking at them. They were screaming. It was like, this is insane.
Okay.
And like I said, the first couple songs, I was quiet. I realized I was very quiet in my own house. Like, Oh man, why is it so quiet up in here? You know what I mean? So
She's Tennessee, right? She's from Tennessee, right?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know
I was
what she.
just saying that because I watched Justin Timberlake had a Tiny Desk concert.
I saw something that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Pretty good. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I definitely
listen,
recommend that.
the verses that we never got is Justin Timberlake and Usher. And
Ooh,
that might go the distance, my friend. Like for real.
ooh.
Ugh. That's because that's what we can't talk about. That's a lot of cultural stuff that comes into play with that one. But
Hey,
Usher and the JT verses, man. I mean,
I tell you what, man.
Usher's probably going to win, but it's going to be like, hey, it's
I'm
going
a
to be,
JT. I'm a JT fan, man. I'm a JT
bruh.
fan.
I was looking at them Justin Timberlake tickets. Is why I was like, I'm going to Justin Timberlake. I said, forget it. I'm gonna go. I just can't pay $400, $500 a
Nah, I
ticket.
can't do that.
I
Nah,
can't, I just
nah.
cannot do it. I mean, I was trying to justify everything, like, all right, this cool, it's that, but I mean, of course I ain't going by myself, so that's $900.
Yeah,
I
nah,
mean, I mean, I can't do it. And I
nah.
don't even know what this looks like. Because I feel like as we were going to concert, I was going to concert for $80, $85. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was
My
like that.
cutoff, I did Rage Against the Machine for 150 at the UC.
Yeah.
I can't go over that.
And see, and I know I'm jaded because I was in sales for so long and I was getting
And
tickets
you
for
get
free and I
yeah,
worked for and I
yeah,
worked for Vibe. So it was like and I was in the box, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
it was kind of like it's like,
But wait,
hey,
yeah, my 150 put me in the box. So
yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because well, I've probably talked about it offline. I've considered. I wanted to hit you, maybe get the fellas to get a box, and I saw how much the box actually is. We need like 50 of us to be in the
Yeah,
box
yeah, yeah.
for it to not be like crazy. But it's like, yo, I'm looking at. I was trying to get DJ because how it started is watching the Super Bowl. Shot West Side, and it was like we look at Usher. I'm like, we going to see Usher. I look at the tickets like we ain't going to see Usher. Then as I was Justin Timberlake, I was like, maybe it won't be expensive. 450. Now they got some 150 seats, but they in level 300. Have
Yeah,
you
you
ever
don't
been
want
to
to
level
be.
300 at the UC? I have.
I have. It's high. It's
At the
high up there.
All-Star game. I
Yeah.
was watching the Jumbotron. You see what I'm saying? But I was in the building though. So I was a little different. But to see a concert like that, nah, bro. No, 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 no.
I actually went with my father-in-law's church group to a Bulls game, and
Yeah.
we were way up in the 300s. I hadn't been up there in a while, but
Man, y'all was
yeah,
talking to each other. You know what I'm saying?
it's up there.
Yeah, y'all were talking to each other, really learning about each other. You know what I mean? Because you sure wasn't watching the game. I promise you that. That's why they was putting 300 to keep y'all engaged because y'all like we are. It's yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, but I would love to go. Man, I would love to go. Uh I just again I keep asking myself, what show would I see that's like 450? If it ain't Usher or JT, I don't think it's nobody, man. Straight up.
Nah, I can't. Nah,
I don't know
for
who else.
450, nah. It would have been like Prince, but that's not an
And
option anymore.
I saw Prince. I don't think I paid that much for Prince down. I mean,
No,
it's 2000. When did the kids?
well, he passed in what
9?
2016. So
I
yeah,
mean, I know obviously it went to 20, I ain't say 2018, but it was like yeah,
that would have
2000.
been interesting.
It's like, yeah, I saw a hologram. No one that was free. I saw it in 2000. I saw it in 2009 at the UC, man. Um, it was cool, good, good show, but and again, no shade to you who paid 450, $1,000 to go see Beyonce, whoever. I just can't do it because I don't know after the show, I'll be like, dog, that was $900 that I'm not getting back. That we could have took a trip. Like a $900 night. Do you know what's happening
Yeah,
is
yeah,
we
yeah,
a $900 a person night? Because we signed a
yeah.
contract, we can't say what we've done with $900 a night. But you and I have been out together.
Yeah,
Hundreds of dollars have been spent, and we have memories. I mean,
yeah.
and it was a whole night. You
I
understand?
don't think that's gonna happen at a Usher concert.
Nah,
No,
bro. You know what I'm
no.
saying? JT might section 300. I see you. No, you don't. No, you don't, JT. You don't see us, JT.
You're not getting the personal shout outs
Nah, I mean, I'm not. So not, I guess they do this
from
thing now. They do these fans experience where like you can those little standing room only spots, but it's like a club they got in there, and I guess you're kind of close to the stage. So they did that with Beyonce. I know some people who did that. I think Justin Timberlake had. I saw the option for that as well, but that was. I mean, I was looking like, all right, could I pay the $425? It's like, no, I could pay my taxes. I could pay. I'm saying I can give my mother a couple, but you know what I mean. It's and again, to you, like you said, I will admit it. I really want to go see Justin Timberlake. Like I really do, but I can't, man. I just
My wife paid it to go see Beyonce.
yeah.
I
Did
don't.
she
I
enjoy
still wait. I still don't know how much she paid for the ticket. But yeah.
it? No, wait. Didn't you tell me they went out of the city, out of town to see it or something?
No, they were going to. They were going to go to. They were in DC.
Mm-hmm.
She was in DC. They were originally going to do that, but then they were able to get tickets at Soldier Field. So they decided to go here at Soldier Field.
I guess save money on a trip or
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, listen, we'll keep an update because this Justin Timberlake thing is really like because he was here a few years ago. I know people who went. They said the show was great. Like actually, I know
Oh,
somebody going.
I'm sure he gives a
She
great
got a
show.
free. She
I
got a free
know.
ticket.
I
Yeah.
saw Usher years ago, and that was a hell of a show.
I same here because I saw Usher and you know what? That's why I'm not like I gotta see Usher because I've seen him already. And I think when I saw Usher, because I mean the few albums after Confessions, like, he got hits here and there, but not like the last crazy album that I love was Confessions, right? There are
Right,
songs that he's made since then that I enjoy,
right. There've been
but like from
individual tracks,
right,
but
but from an album
the
standpoint, that was
album,
the last
yeah,
one. So I think when I
Confessions,
saw
yeah,
him then, it was Confessions. Okay, because I couldn't figure out. I was like, why am I not so? I mean, seeing the Super Bowl halftime show made me be like, yo, this is why Usher's show is amazing.
yeah.
But I saw him already. I forgot about that. But yeah, Justin Timberlake, I've never seen. I just I feel like that's a concert that even if people are like, he whack, you'll be like, I know way more songs than I thought I did. You know what I'm saying? When you know what I'm saying, you'll be in it like rocking your body. And I think that I
Yeah,
mean, it might
man,
man,
I'm sorry,
I'm
man. I
saying,
don't get the whole JT hate. I was actually talking to somebody today about that, and
okay,
he was like, man, he's an R&B poser.
stop it.
Like, come
Hey, he
on,
the real
man.
deal, dog. He the real deal. He the real deal. He the real. But it was that he came up so
But then the same guy said, yeah, I'm on the wait list for tickets now for me and my wife. So, you know,
yeah. He said it's for his wife.
yeah,
Sure.
right.
Wife.
You going to
His
see
wife.
JT? It's
His wife
cool.
ain't even asked. He got a
It's
JT shirt and
cool.
everything. Bedazzled jeans. But I mean, what the thing because at that time it was like if you were a white performer and you sang R&B like that, it was like everybody was looking at you like, all right, bro.
Right,
Like
right.
it was like culture shout out Dr. Williams. It was like cultural appropriation at its finest on display.
Yeah.
Like John B was like a light-skinned black dude. You know what I'm saying? So it was he didn't get that kind of like. And plus it wasn't pop. See, Justin Timberlake was a pop guy who was a like
Well,
pop and then
he was a boy. He was a boy band
boy
guy.
band, right?
Right,
And so it was
right,
like y'all already still, doing this shit ain't getting paid like
right.
this. Voice to Men ain't getting paid this. You come to our land now, but it's like them Pharrell and Timbo, they still with them tracks. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's undeniable, dude. I remember Pharrell did an interview. No, it was an interview with the Clips because they're on Like I Love You, right? That's his first song, and Pharrell had to beg the Clips to be on it because it was like they were like, "Yo,
They
it's
like,
this
I don't
pop
know.
guy."
Yeah,
Now imagine
this
now
boy
it'd be
band
like,
guy.
"Yes, please, please, can we be your
Yeah.
song, Mr. JT?" But then it was like, "Man, he's pop," and then Pharrell had to tell him like, "Pop just means popular. Get on this song." You know what I'm saying? And
And
it's
then
like,
it was Clips though. And Clips was straight, 100%, just
yeah, dope, dope,
straight.
dope, dope. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now they on this pop song. With this dude looking, trying to dress like Michael Jackson. I get you, I get you. But there's on the MTV Awards, they was never gonna get on them joints until that song came out, man. But yeah, but I think Justin Timberlake had to fight through all of that, and but it was like he stood the test of time because I mean, that first album, but that second joint, My Love with Ti, man, that's a jam. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
yeah,
Yes, that's something of. But I mean, just your future love, sex sounds. That song, that the album. I think
yeah.
that's
That's
what it
the album.
is.
Yeah,
And it's like,
2006.
it was like, oh, hell, problem. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, that was the verses I was waiting on because that was gonna be like a cultural war. That was gonna smash. Instagram was just gonna be destroyed after that. That was gonna be the last verses ever because it's like we are all divided at this particular point. Your allegiances are on going to be on display. Because I'm just telling you, off like you said, people would be like, Usher gonna beat him. I mean,
It'll be close. I think
I got
Usher's got.
confidence in Usher, but it's gonna be a
I
fight to the
think.
death. It's gonna be the
I think
last song.
Usher has more hits.
Mm,
Uh,
I don't know, dog. I don't know. I mean, it's
ugh.
debatable. I think again, it's like I think to your point. Like we've been listening to Usher since what 14, 15,
Yeah.
and he been making hits since 14, 15. So I think to your point, like yes, he has more, like he's got more songs probably than Justin Timberlake. But I think Justin Timberlake, we started still in our what early 20s,
Well,
right?
he didn't go solo until what 2000, the early 2000s.
And see, in real spill, kind of like I'm talking like with Taylor Swift. I was down, I download stuff on the low just because I'm open with y'all. I'm sure it's a couple NSYNC songs that y'all know too. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
baby,
Like,
I used to have to sneak around to listen. Remember Gone?
yo, that song's a jam, dog.
I had to sneak around with that one. I didn't tell nobody I like that track, man, because it was
Hey,
in sync.
girl,
It came like
listen,
in sync.
girlfriend, that Pharrell produced by NSYNC. I was like, that's a
Oh
jam.
yeah,
That's a jam, man.
yeah.
So it's like, hey, and so good music is good music. You know what I'm saying? It's just I think now too, we
Well,
just in a
now
different space.
yeah,
But
we could talk about it now.
but
Back
see, but
then,
but we had but also to get it because we had to fight for it. Like we had to fight because black artists weren't getting it. We talked about this again, the cultural appropriation
yeah,
episode with Dr. Williams kind of touched on this. It's like, they're creating it. We creating this culture, creating this R&B space. That's ours. We celebrate the little money we make. Okay. And then these pop kids get to come over and then be like the biggest stars in the world singing the stuff we sing, right?
yeah.
And that you just felt us they felt a way about that,
Well,
which is
yeah. Look at Boys
understandable.
to Men. Boys to
Listen,
Men was that boy band, and they could only get to the R&B charts, and then all of a sudden, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and what was the other
well,
one?
no, no, no. Well, actually, no. They Boys to Men actually crossed over. There's a documentary. This is Pop on Netflix. So then we talked about it. So Boys to Men was one of the first like R&B artists to really cross over. That's what made them go, this could work, right? Because it was like, they got because it what End of the Road and pretty much Boys to Men the two that album where it
Okay,
just became like, yo, this is like really crossed over. And then they started getting four guys with harmony. And then, but it's like, so you got 98 degrees, you got
98
NSYNC,
Degrees.
Backstreet
That was the
Boys.
other one. Yeah,
Right. But the problem is, let's just keep it a buck. They wasn't singing like Wanya and them, but
right,
it was
right.
like they selling out. Hey, you can go back even further. I mean, obviously there's Jackson 5, but really it's New Edition, right? That really kicked all this off. You know what I'm saying? Because it was New Edition, and then it was New Kids on the Block. And it
Right.
was like, hold on, man. I mean, New Edition still listen. New Edition still got to go on tour. New Edition probably going on tour this summer, okay? Just because they still
I think
gotta
they're
make this
currently on
money.
tour. I
That's
think
what
they're
I'm
on tour right
saying.
now.
They
Yeah.
gotta make that money because they signed bad deals a long time ago. I mean, New Kids on the Block went on tour just for fun, just because stuff ain't fair. So back to the point we was making about like that's why it was hard to like Justin Timberlake and hard to like those groups back then because again, New Edition got the bag of money when they the originators of it. Boys to Men, they getting surpassed by these bands who ain't half as good as them.
Yeah.
But when you were by yourself, as you said, Edge, like, I kind of like this.
I could turn them just a little bit,
I kind of
in the
like this
dorm,
music.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Couldn't let everybody hear
No. But I think that's
it.
but surely, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll keep y'all updated. I mean, well, I gotta figure this out sooner or later because these tickets about to go should get sold
Once
out.
he's here in June, right?
He's there in June and in October. It's like a
Oh,
random date in
two.
October.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So 3 dates in June, 2 days in June, and then another a day in October. Yeah, Usher will be here. It's another person that's in concert this year. Hold on, Megan Thee Stallion in concert this year. You want to see that?
Nah, I'll pass.
Yeah, I think I'm cool too, bro. I mean, even though I like the way she rap, I don't think I can do that all night. I mean, no shade, and y'all enjoy Tina Snow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy it. Not the boy, but nah, man. I
Um,
think it's gonna be a good concert summer. But they're trying to top last year. But go ahead, we gonna make a point.
no, I was just gonna say, I'm going to see Trombone Shorty and Big Boy at Ravinia this year. That's my concert.
Oh, they got the
Yeah,
calendar
Ravinia's
already
good.
out.
Yeah, it's not
Oh, okay.
nothing great. The Roots gonna be there. I'm gonna go see the Roots.
All right, man. I think I'm cool. I've seen him so many times. I think I'm all right, man.
I'm gonna go see
I'm
them again, man. You support.
That's
I
true.
told you about the last
Don't
time
post that,
I
Sarah.
saw
Don't post that on Breakout.
last time I saw him at Taste. I
Yeah.
told you this story.
Mm.
And Chance opened for him.
No.
Yeah. So Chance opened for the Roots. Right. It's a man.
Oh, you did tell me. You did tell me. Yeah, you
It's
told me.
just man, Grant Park is just packed. Chance does his 4 tracks. All right, thank you very much. The Roots up next. There was a mass exodus out of Grant Park of all the what can I call them? The Utes.
The Utes.
The Utes. I got out. I'm like, yo, y'all do realize the Roots are on stage next, right? And they were not interested.
Hell, y'all all has to the space, man. So no, again, the Roots is one of the Roots is one of the shows again. I've seen them a bunch of times. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And I think maybe the Jimmy Fallon effect. You see him every night on TV. It's like
that's true.
I seen the
That's true.
Roots,
But it's
but
the
no, but
Roots
it's a
though.
good show though. It's a
It's the
good
Roots
show.
though. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a good show. It's okay. But I might go that Trombone Shorty. That's not bad,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's all right, man. Dang. So speaking of music, it's funny. I was looking at my son sings, my son Chase sings in a choir, the Uniting Voices Beverly chapter, and they are a good choir. Like the shout out to the director, Miss Haynes and Miss Tina, they put it together. So I'm sitting in the hallway waiting for them because I'm Uber nowadays. I'm all over town driving everybody everywhere,
Oh yeah.
and they in there singing. And Chase, he got a little song he's singing. They sing a lot of Jill Scott songs, singing some like gospel choir songs. So I'm in there, and they started singing My Prerogative. So I was like,
Hmm.
what around? Y'all doing what? So they're doing like this medley, My Prerogative, Before I Let You Go, and Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder, right? And hold on, Before I Let You Go by Maze speaking Frankie
Frankie
Beverly.
Beverly,
'Cause
yeah.
y'all keep thinking it's Beyonce version. No, best version is by Maze. Like not even close. And Beyonce tell you that, okay? Listen,
Is it wait,
Frank,
is it Maze featuring Frankie Beverly or is it Frankie Beverly and Maze?
well, that's
What's
like
the
black folks saying Jules. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what it is? Okay, I'm just
It's,
checking. All right,
yeah,
all right,
it's
all right.
Maze featuring Frankie, but we say Frankie Beverly and Maze. You know what
Right,
I
all
mean?
right, right,
But
right, right.
it's Maze featuring
Okay,
Frankie
all
Beverly. You know what I mean?
right.
And the only reason I know is I saw it today. That's it. I say Frankie Beverly and Maze. You understand? But it got me thinking about Don't Be Cruel because when I was 9, I did a talent show at school, and I did "Don't Be Cruel," and I got reprimanded for my pelvic thrust at 9 years old.
Oh, they did an Elvis on you?
Yeah, I was trying to imitate, but
They shut you down, huh?
I was doing the video, bro. I mean, that's what body was doing. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to win, and I won. You know what I'm saying? But I looked up the Don't Be Cruel album. So it was the second studio album. Actually, it came out June 20, 1988. That's one like doggone. That's a long time ago, bro. Like we definitely are getting up there.
Yeah,
Second studio album of Bobby Brown released on MCA Records. Remember MCA Records was the
I
record
do.
label.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like it was the Def Jam of the day, man. Well, Def Jam ain't Def
Uh
Jam no more.
wait, MCA had I think Happy
Everybody.
D was on
Yeah,
MCA and
New Edition was on there.
yeah,
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 MCA had everybody.
yeah.
So he worked with Babyface and L.A. Reid on here, and also Teddy Riley. And so it was released, it said June 20, 1998. Album is 47
1988, 88.
1988. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were 9 years old, dog. You just had a birthday, bro.
I did, yeah.
When this came out. So the singles, Don't Be Cruel was the first single. And I remember vividly him looking cool in the jacket, just dancing in the alley. The video ain't much. It just was he dancing in a random room and somebody driving up and down the same street. That was released in May 1988. But peep this. So Don't Be Cruel was released in May 88. My Prerogative was released October 98.
My Prerogative video was a concert video, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Video.
Yeah, I remember that.
Ronnie was released December 27, 88. Every Little Step was released January 31st, 89. And then Rock With You was released August 15th, 89. So pretty much a full year after the album was released.
That's how they used to do it back then.
Man. And listen, that's how things went platinum. So I know I gave you the answer earlier, so I won't we won't do the judge, but yo, this album went 7 times platinum. Like, he was the king of R&B. He did. Listen, for the album to still be cooking a year after it was released.
Yeah.
Hey man, they wasn't doing nothing with him. And he was singing on the Ghostbusters soundtrack. Man, I don't know. Hey, you can do nothing with Bobby.
That was a hit too.
It really, really was.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was again when they just threw somebody in the movie just to make black people.
Remember he was in Ghostbusters.
That's what I'm saying. It was like he was there for like 6 seconds. Like, hey, open the door. Hey,
open the door. Right. He was the doorman at the mayor's house.
He's like, this how we gonna get Bobby? You ain't even do it. You ain't even dance. Okay, all that makeup on his face. Like, they did you dirty, Bobby.
But he was in the movie though. He was in. Got in.
I guess he got it credit.
He got in.
Credit. Let me see. So, Don't Be Cruel peaked at #1 on the U.S. Billboard 200 and included 5 top 10 Billboard Hot 100 hits. My Prerogative being a U.S. #1 hit. 3 of the singles also reached #1 on the Billboard's Hot R&B Songs chart. My Prerogative was also the second biggest single of 1989, ranking at #2 on the Billboard Hot 100 Singles of '89. When I think back on it, I didn't think, but I wouldn't have thought My Prerogative was his biggest record. But I guess
that was the bigger. That was the big.
But I guess but that's just the whole like real talk. This is an album. They talk about you play the tape until it popped. I played this until it popped. Like
I remember
word was off of the tape. That's how much I played.
The reason I remember
every song on here.
The reason I remember that video is because that was the first time I had seen somebody with a headset mic on. Remember that?
I remember, yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Okay, hold on. Racism. All right. So, I went just to the other article of reference about the top songs of '89. #1 was Look Away by Chicago. 2 is My Prerogative.
Wait, Chicago released the song in '89?
Yeah, that's what it
said. It was #1?
It's according to Billboard.
Interesting. Okay.
My Prerogative, Bobby Brown. Every Rose Has Its Thorn is 3rd by Poison. I think I know that song. Straight Up by Paul Abdul. How was that the down?
Oh, no, that was huge.
No, I mean I know it was, but I guess. And then now, Miss You Much by Janet Jackson rounded out the top 5. Yo, Milli Vanilli, Girl, You Know It's True. That was a jam, man.
Have you seen that doc?
I haven't. Is it good?
It's on it's not on Netflix. It might be on Paramount. It's on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
They
sing it now, right? They sing it now.
Well,
right?
one of them committed suicide.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, but one is, you're right. One is singing.
Don't post that, Sarah.
Yeah, you can post it.
I'm inside joking it. That's all. that's all. I'm making a new inside joke. Don't post that, Sarah.
But yeah, it's really talks about exactly what happened, and they knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
and it just
on it, bro.
And they almost got away with it. If it wasn't for that one bad sound system,
they would have been cool, huh?
They would have been all right.
Yeah. so speaking of Grammys, now again, we talked about this around the Grammys. Again, shout out to the Super Duper Podcast. We be telling y'all about this stuff. long time ago, put it together. So now I told you, he's 7 times platinum, the album, right? 5 #1 hits, like not just R&B, 5 Billboard Top 100 hits, right? Um, he won Best Male R&B Vocal Performance for Every Little Step. That was it.
That was the only Grammy for the year.
Only Grammy won. Don't Be
Wow.
Cruel received positive. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all watch the Grammys.
Dang, you sound like KRS-One, bro.
I'm just saying.
Jeez. Listen, it being the best-selling album of 19. See, this stuff is wild, bro. So wow. So on April 28, 1995, it was certified 7 times platinum. The album sold over 12 million copies worldwide total. That's crazy. He was the king of R&B, dog.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close until 1993 when one person came out with his first record.
Yeah, we
So
can't talk about him no more.
we talk about him, but y'all know what it is.
I saw something really cringeworthy.
Jeez.
Him and Ali on BET's on Video Soul.
It was like an old clip or something?
Yeah. It was bad.
Okay. Hey man, we'll talk about that online. Don't post it there.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. It's like, go ahead, listen to Don't Be. I'm gonna listen to Don't Be Cruel. I played it for Chase. He behaved, man, because I try to put him on the new music because my thought is when he's on stage, he get an award. They'll be like, yeah, my dad always played in the, I want him to say, my dad always played Bobby Brown, PJ Morton. He probably like, I hate him, my dad. I hate your music, dad. Like, what? Till he's singing it to himself.
Right.
Now they're singing.
No, he's going. You know what? In about 5-8 years, he's gonna really appreciate it.
Well, I don't know, but he'd be so morbid as because like he'll go, hey, so does Bobby Brown see my prerogative yet? Is he dead? No, everybody ain't dead. That's literally the second question. Is he dead? No, everybody's not dead. Okay,
he's still around.
He's still around.
Yeah.
I mean, by the grace of God, he's still. It was close. It was a little close for the boy, but he's still around. Jeez.
He's on tour and everything.
Yeah. So we actually went a roundabout way for the episode. I had a few things to talk about, but we catch up next week. But I do want to point this out, Ed, because it was a cool article I saw on Mashable. I want to just make sure I said it to the people about Google and Fitbit are building an AI personal trainer, because we were talking about AI. Have you still been using Gemini? Or you left it alone? I've stopped using it because
I never really used it.
I was on it too much. I started having to write rhymes for me. You know what I'm saying? It was getting out of control, dog. I was like,
became your ghostwriter?
Hey, listen, man. Everybody got one. I need mine too. Just in case the podcast can work out. Super duper records. Don't make it. Post that, Sarah. Okay, but it says Google Research and Fitbit are working on a personal health large language model. So apparently Google bought Fitbit in 2021. I did not know this. Did you know this, Ash?
I didn't.
And I thought it was strange. My sister, shout out to Sharon, has a Fitbit, but like I would call her and she said, "Yeah, I'm talking to you through my Fitbit," and I was like, "Fitbit's got a you can talk to your Fitbit."
So it uses the Google phone to
well, I guess kind of like the
like an Apple Watch, yeah.
But it just didn't register. It was just like, oh, maybe Fitbit trying to catch up. But that makes all the sense in the world that, like, since Google bought it, you know what I'm saying? So one, I will say, I'm probably getting a Fitbit. I had Broski from one of my birthdays got me a Fitbit, and I love that thing, man.
Yeah.
So I'm actually just seeing it. I might go cop a Fitbit immediately. So what they're saying is Google explained that the new model will power personalized health and wellness features in the Fitbit mobile app, providing insights and recommendations based on the data it gathers from Fitbit and Pixel devices. So kind of creating an AI-based personal trainer for people. Now, so I know we are concerned about AI and all the bad things that it can do, like, plagiarism, plagiarize, and all that stuff, be replaceable. But I think something like this actually would be beneficial, right? Because sometimes, like, you need a real-time kind of like chart of how you're doing and tracking. And if it's going to give you ideas of like, hey, this is how you're running, or you're not sleeping. Because sometimes, like, yeah, you can work out hard, but you need to go to sleep. Or like sometimes you need to go, you're sleeping, but you're not eating well. And so, like, I think this kind of this AI in this regard actually might be beneficial from a health standpoint. I think it might give the data that people might need. I know this stuff is scary, but like, it's kind of like my dad with a with a pager. He didn't want to get he didn't want to get a regular phone because he was like, I got a pager. I'll just use a pay phone. And you see what happened to a pay phone.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
gone, man.
you got, I mean, listen, my dad is a late adopter. Whatever that MAP is, or this is early adopters, the second group, my dad is whatever the last group is, he's that group. Like he is not going to get an electric car until like they just come upon him and say, listen, sir, we are going to arrest you if you don't get an electric car. And he will still fight the people.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Sir, we are out of fuel.
we
We do
listen.
not have any more gasoline.
You got the last gas. We're about to light it on fire right now. Like, what are you doing, sir? He's like, I'm Bob Griggs. This is what I do. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna give me a Fitbit, dog. Because I like that. I like that thought. Because with the Fitbit, have you had that Fitbit is?
I have not had my own. No.
But you're an Apple guy though, right?
Well, yeah, but I bought. You know what? I bought my mom a Fitbit. I don't think she ever used it.
Say it
It
again?
might still. It might. I said I bought my mom a Fitbit. I don't think she ever used it though. I think it
Yeah.
might still be in the box.
Is it the Fitbit before Google got
It
to
was.
it?
This probably was before Google. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she might.
Yeah.
So sorry, bro. She might throw it away. Just go ahead
Yeah.
and get a new one,
Yeah.
dog. Get an AI generated one, dog.
Yeah. She said, "Oh, thank you," but I don't think she used it.
It's so sweet. Threw it over left shoulder. That boy don't be paying attention at all.
What is this thing?
Just wasting money. Could have bought me some socks. Oh man, this is a good episode today. Nothing else, man. We learned we are now free to like our white musicians
That's right. That's
freely.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm gonna keep watching the Taylor Swift concert. I apologize. I don't know
JT
how,
forever.
Taylor. I apologize, Taylor. I was talking reckless. I was talking reckless. I apologize. Now I still stand by. You just can't tell me she's a better performer than Beyonce. Beyonce just is up there working hard. So I'm not saying I'll never say that, but I see what the people seeing. You know what I mean? It's a good show. She's a good performer, and I guess it's like in my head, I thought Taylor was a little girl. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like a teenager. But she's a grown woman. Like she says it like, I'm Taylor. I'm born 1989. I was like, 89. That ain't far from me. You know what I mean? And so it just became like, oh, you've been at this. You know what I'm saying? This is a real thing. Not so again, and I had to check my own biases to a degree, because again, with being black is you sometimes you're always in the mode of protecting your culture, and you try to protect what's yours, and you're protecting the people who are doing well, because you just know, again, as Dr. Williams alluded to, the stuff can get copied, and the stuff gets accosted, and again appropriated, and unfortunately the proper people don't get their just due. Again, we talked about Oscar Michaud. You probably won't hear about Oscar Michaud anywhere other place unless you're Demetria. Shout out to her. But I mean, you won't hear about him. He's a pioneer in film, right? You don't hear about Garrett Morgan. He made it, the stoplight. You don't hear about Benjamin Banneker. You don't hear about these people. But because again, they're hey, by DuSable, right? As much a pioneer he is in Chicago, you don't hear his name as much as you should,
Mhm.
right? And so the fear is always, man, if we enjoy something else, it's like going against what we're doing and not supporting the habit. But the truth is, we can support other stuff. It's okay. I think it's okay, right? And it's okay to say you like it. But I think, as Dr. Williams said, as long as it acknowledges where they came from, and I got to give it to Justin Timberlake, he acknowledges where he got his style from. He acknowledges, this is who I looked up to. This is where I got it going, where I got it popping. So, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to Cruel Summer again by Taylor Swift. Y'all can hate all you want to, because guess what? I'm about to be 45. I got a bad knee. I don't care.
I'm gonna check.
You know
I'm
what
gonna check
saying?
on this. I'm gonna check on this concert this weekend to see if
Bro, listen. I mean,
see if you're right
again,
about
I
this.
don't want to like inflate it, but I sat down and was like, I see it. I get it. I
All
see
right.
it. So
All right.
I apologize. I apologize to all the Swifties.
All right.
Post that, Sarah. Get these likes up. So thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod.
Oh, I got one
Go
more.
ahead. Go ahead.
Tubi.
Oh, yeah.
The
Let's do
movie,
it.
the movie 3.
3.
Go check it out. It's called 3.
Okay.
It's called 3. Like, I'm not gonna give up the plot. You probably already know the plot.
I know the plot. That's
It's called 3.
all I'm saying. I know the plot.
Let's go check it out. That's all I'm
Got
saying.
you. Listen,
Yes.
if you're new to Super Duper Pod, we are heavy on the 2B. Trust me, we should probably that's a new segment every week, dog. A Tubi
The
recommendation.
Tubi, yes, Tubi recommendation of the week.
Because listen, got gang of them because those are amazing. Shout out to there go Buzz on IG who gives some of the commentary on some Tubi movies. I mean, as a Tubi a pod about movies would be a great idea, huh?
I think it'll be great, man.
It'd
Who's
be
gonna start that?
Now look at that. Somebody should. So thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials at Super Duper Pod, SUPADUPAPOD. What up, Sarah? And online is HP53productions.com. Make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. Be careful in this March season. All these allergies. I'm just blowing my nose like crazy. Y'all pray for me. But make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. Hey, mama, this is the Super Duper Podcast.
Demons in my basement trying to get me to hate this life, thinking I should be further, and then I choke up. As soon as I got silent, then the truth spoke up. They said, how you know you ain't perfect? Let that soak up and soak in. You know how you know that you're blessed? I woke up.